update on everything that's gone down for me in the last week. I am officially 1 week post-op now. I'm feeling really, really good. I haven't had to take a nap, which I am using as a benchmark, and my pain's all subsided and my scars are healing up nicely. I just wanted to come on because I felt like my case in particular for my experience of ectopic pregnancy, I very easily could have fallen through the cracks of the system. And if it wasn't for me pushing to get blood tests and scans done, I would not have discovered my ectopic pregnancy so quickly and so early on. I did share that I approached my local EPAS and she was actually quite dismissive. I wasn't going to continue to update her with blood results and whatnot, but I figured it was just nice to have a second opinion. And that final blood test that I did last Tuesday, which came back with 3,000 odd, both my GP, who's not my normal GP by the way, both my GP and the EPAS congratulated me on my pregnancy. And when I asked my GP what the next steps should be, she said, honestly, at 3,000, I would not bother with another blood test. There's no point. Just wait till this 10-week ultrasound, which just blows my mind. Like, I'm actually in shock with how little follow-up there is for pregnancies, because I think back to the last 2 pregnancies that I had. I went into my GP, got a blood test done, then I was given a referral to go get the dating scan done at 10 weeks and a referral to see an OBGYN. And thinking back on that now and how much can change from when you find out at 4 or 5-ish weeks to the 10-week mark, it just blows my mind that there's not any follow-up blood tests done. There's no one monitoring the pregnant women. And I didn't know about EPAS until this time round, and I've been pregnant several times. So it just blows my mind that there's not care in those first couple of weeks, which just blows my mind. But anyway, I feel like I could have very easily fallen through the cracks, because when I did that first scan and it came up inconclusive, the sonographer actually told me to come back in 2 weeks to see if they could see anything. I actually went back a week later and that's when they discovered it. So I just feel like there was so many points where, had I listened to the medical professionals, I would have had a very different result, and that really sucks. So that's been my experience. It's very clear that ectopic pregnancies, much like a normal pregnancy, is different for not only every woman, but even for the same woman. Every pregnancy is different. So I hope sharing my story, I can just help anybody who might have a gut feeling that they don't feel good. Like, I had a gut feeling the whole time. I was not excited about the pregnancy. I just felt like something was off and I just kept pushing, and it was exactly what I thought it was. As for the pain, I virtually had no pain, but I also have a very high pain threshold. So asking me if I'm in pain is pointless, because my scale is different to whatever scale anybody else could be working on. But I was feeling on Wednesday night a stitch-like pain. I just felt like a stitch down my left-hand side, which is actually the side that they found the ectopic on. I felt it when I was getting into bed to put the little one to sleep. And just this discomfort, like I had just walked too fast. But if I shifted how I was sleeping, it would kind of subside. So I didn't think too much about it. I did bring that up with EPAS and they just said, nah, that's not what ectopic pain feels like. You should feel like you're dying, basically. And even when I went to hospital with the scans proving I have ectopic, they were like, do you have pain? I was like, oh, it just feels like a really bad stitch. They took it a lot more seriously. And that pain did escalate overnight when I was in hospital. So by the time I was getting ready to go into operation, when they were wheeling my hospital bed, that movement was very uncomfortable. That's my experience of ectopic. Post-op has been good. I have a follow-up with a gynae in 6 weeks, so we will discuss what we plan to do fertility wise. Hubby's quite scarred, so I don't know what's gonna go on, because it seems like IVF is probably the safer bet for me, especially with endo and having 2 cesarean scars, I just have a very high chance of ectopic because of the way my uterus is at the moment. So yes, if anyone wants to discuss things, my DMs are always open. I am mentally quite alright. I obviously thought it was ectopic for a while, so I have been mentally prepared and did all my recon and research, so I am actually not too fazed by what had happened. It sucks, but I am now at least not walking on eggshells waiting for something to happen to me. I at least now know what it was and it's been dealt with. So thank you for all the messages. Thank you for everyone who's checked in. I love you guys so much and I appreciate all the support. Thanks.